Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome and happy Easter to everyone. Welcome to Chris's Caribbean Delights, an eclectic cooking channel. So Easter is upon us and we all want to do something special for Easter, and with the significance and everything of Easter, we celebrate. So I'm going to share with you a wonderful lemon cake recipe with a lovely candied lemon topping. It's a recipe I came across many years ago and I haven't done it since, so I'm going to impart that to you. Now, thanks to everyone who has been looking at my videos and commenting and subscribing, all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I was off grid for a while, but now I'm back. So thanks once again. And let's go to those ingredients. So here we are. These are our ingredients. And as usual, I will list the exact amount of the ingredients in the description box below. So this is a cream cheese pound cake with a candied fresh lemon topping. So let's enumerate these ingredients. This is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We have here 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Let's start to combine as we go ahead. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. That's to help with the rise. We have here a half a teaspoon of salt. And we also have here some mace powder, a half a teaspoon of mace powder. And my fresh nutmeg, I love my fresh nutmeg. I have 1 teaspoon of fresh nutmeg, freshly grated nutmeg in there. Okay, we'll give this a whisk and just set it aside. Okay, now this is an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and I have 2 sticks of butter and 2 sticks of margarine, of a margarine spread, because that combination gives me the very moist cake instead of using oil. And here I have 2.5 cups of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. I have here 6 eggs. And here I have half a cup of lemon juice. We'll use half of this lemon juice in the cake, a 1/4 cup, and we'll use the rest for the glaze, because we're going to put a glaze on there. Lemon zest, I have 2 tablespoons of lemon zest. We're going to use some of that in the cake also. And these are lemon slices which we're going to adorn the top of the cake with. But these lemon slices have to be caramelized or candied. We have to candy them. So that process, whilst the cake is in the oven, we'll have that. We'll do the candied lemons that we're going to adorn the cake with. And so that's about it for the ingredients. So let's go to the mixer and start mixing and getting our ingredients all mixed up. We'll first put together the butter, the butter and the cream cheese into the mixer, and we'll have that going because I want that to get nice and fluffy. So let's go to the mixer with the butter and cream cheese. So with the mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, we'll just add the cream cheese in there and the butter. Sorry about that. Cream cheese and butter. And close it down, and we'll just start it up. Starting low. And we're going to let this go for at least maybe 5 minutes, or until it gets nice and fluffy and light. I just want it to get nice and light. So after about a minute, I just shut it off, and I'm going to scrape the sides down just to make sure that the butter and the cream cheese are getting a fair share of mixing here, and nothing is being left, you know, against the side of the bowl or in the bottom, you know. So just give it the sides a scrape, and we'll just shut this back down, and we'll raise the speed, put it on a double speed so it will, you know, work a little quicker. And I'll be back. So now I have that butter and the cream cheese nice and light. We'll add the sugar into that. Let's just add the sugar and get that sugar all melted in there. You know, I have several ways of mixing this pound cake, because sometimes I put the flour in with the butter to get that nice crumb. But now I'm putting the sugar in. At this point, I'm going to put the sugar in and let that sugar melt. So, and I just want that sugar to be incorporated nicely into the butter. So, and once I see the sugar is incorporated nicely and it gets nice and creamy, I'll start adding the eggs to that. Okay, so this will take maybe about 2 or 3 minutes, and it's going to get nice and creamy, and the sugar is going to get well incorporated, and I'll just lift it a little, give it another bump in the speed here. So 2 minutes, and we'll be back. And always try to remember to prep your pans. I am using today, some parchment paper just for easy release of the cake when it's finished. We'll pour a batter in here, and once it's finished, it'll be easy release. We'll just pull that paper out, and that's it. And you see how nice and creamy that's coming? Oh, I just love it. There we go with the last 2 eggs. Now that all our eggs are incorporated, what I did here, I have the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and I took 1 tablespoon of Zest, and I just mixed it into the juice, and that's what I'm going to add here. So we have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and get it all out, and 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. We're going to use our vanilla here. And let that be incorporated. And here you can stop one more time and just scrape your sides down. And now at this time we start adding our flour. So at this time we start adding our flour in 3 portions. So maybe like two spoons at a time. Just do and let that go. 1 spoon for every bit of a half a cup. So 1 cup at a time, and you have 3 cups along with the other dry ingredients that we have in there, and get it all incorporated. And we want to keep this at a low speed because we don't want to develop too much of the gluten in there. Just be careful not to have flour flying all over the place. And obviously we'll need to scrape the sides down again once you start adding the flour. But let it mix for a while. And you see it's all mixing in nicely. And then we stop and scrape the sides down and then go again. We're just going to scrape the sides down now. Just make sure you get to the bottom, you know, the bottom also. Just get to the bottom of it. So we just add the final portion of flour. And you may need to stop it again and give it another scrape. So let it do its thing, and I just have it on 2 just to get it all incorporated, and then I'll just reduce it to 1 once it gets nice and smooth. So we've been doing a nice little mix there for about a couple of minutes. And see, this is the nice. This is a very good consistency that you want. See, it shouldn't be runny, and it shouldn't be too stiff. So cool. It should stick to the paddle, and just slowly run off. So we're ready for our pans right now. Preheat your oven to 350, and we'll bake this for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until it gets nice and the top gets nice and golden brown. All poured into the pans, and my oven is preheated to 350. Oven is already preheated. We'll just place them on the racks, and I usually would use the center rack in the oven. I think you get a nice even distribution of heat if they're in the center, you know. But all ovens, most ovens are different, I should say. Not most ovens, but ovens are different, and you have to learn your oven, or know your oven, I should say. Once you know your oven, you know how to place your baking goods. Okay, so now that those are in there, 30 to 45 minutes, or until a toothpick placed inside comes out really smooth, and the top is nice and brown. If you find the top is browning too fast and it's going to get too dark, you can make a tent with some foil and just cover it, and let the inside is going to continue cooking, and the top is going to get less color. Okay, so let's close the guys up, and now for candied lemon topping. So these are the lemon slices that we're going to put them on the stove in some sugar and water, and get them nice and candied, and to be placed on top of the cake. So whilst the cakes are in the oven, let's get the topping made. So whilst the cake is baking, let's get to the topping. Let's make that candied lemon topping. So let's head to the stove and we'll get that going. So in a small saucepan, we'll put our lemon slices, put the lemon slices in. Just put our lemon slices in there and cover it with water. Cover it with water. And it's a process. You cover it with some water and just let it, and bring it to a boil. And you'll repeat that process 2 more times, because I think we're trying to get all that lemon, that harsh lemon flavor out of there, because we're going to make some candied lemon slices. So we're going to bring this to a boil. Then I'll drain the water off. I'll do it again a second time, drain that water off. And in the meantime, it's getting softer. The skin is getting softer. So we'll do that 3 times, and then we'll make the syrup to go with it. So let's bring this to a boil. And I'll be back. So the lemons have boiled 3 times, and I drained the water off. Now this 4th boiling, I added the sugar. I added a 3/4 cup of sugar to this, and this is I brought it to a boil, and then now I'm going to just reduce it to a simmer and let it simmer, and let this water, let the liquid evaporate, and it's going to become very syrupy. It's going to become like a syrup after about 15 minutes. So in another 15 minutes, we'll come back and check it out. So my cake is finished after about 45 minutes, and has a nice color, and the stick comes out really clean. So it's done. So now we're just waiting. We're going to let this cool, and the lemon topping is working, and I'll go ahead now and make a glaze, which I'll glaze just a little icing glaze in the bottom, and then before you put the topping on. So let's get the syrup going, and I'll be back. So let's go ahead and glaze our lemon cream cheese pound cake, our Easter cake. We're going to do a little decorations on it, a little bit of decoration on it, so that it will look, kind of festive, and you can use it as a centerpiece for your dessert table at Easter. But it's going to be great. So first of all, the glaze I made, it's confectionery sugar, and this is the consistency you want. You just want that drizzly consistency. You can drizzle it with a spoon. It's 3/4 cup of confectionery sugar. Say that 3 times fast. Confectionery or powdered sugar. Let's say powdered sugar. 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and you mix that until it's really nice and smooth, and you get that consistency. If it's too thick, just add a little more lemon juice, and those are the only 2 ingredients you need for this glaze: confectionery sugar or powdered sugar and lemon juice. The lemons that went through the process, this is what they look like. They're nice and translucent, and they have that shiny glaze on them because they're sitting in the syrup. Remember, we boiled the slices 3 times to get out, to get away from, to get that lemon, that sharp lemon taste out of it. So we did that 3 times, drained the water, and then the final time when we were boiling it, we just put a cup of water in there, and I put 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and you let that simmer until it thickens and becomes a syrup, and it gets, and the slices get translucent. So these are the slices we're going to put on the cake as a decoration. So let's go ahead and get that done. So here we go. Just let's drizzle just from side to side, and you let it run down the sides. You just want it to run down the sides a little. Depending on how much glaze you want. And I place the cake on a piece of parchment paper, so it would, I think that's good enough. Wonderful. Now for our lemon pieces. Let's get a good angle. You can have them overlap, but apparently it seems like 3 pieces are going to be, it's going to take 3 pieces across. Just take your time and lay them out. These are candied fresh lemon pieces, lemon slices. Fresh lemon slices that we candied, went through the candying process there. So it's in a syrup. And remember, we went through that process, and we got rid of most of the lemony zing that that lemon has. So there's no space for one more. Maybe not. So just leave it alone, right? Okay, so there we go. or cream cheese lemon pancake, or lemon cream cheese pancake, or lemony cream cheese pancake. You can call it whatever you want. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be a work of art, and it's going to be a conversation piece and everything. It's a lovely centerpiece for your table, for your Easter table, and you'll love it. So, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next clip. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Cheers. Happy Easter. You know that lemon is prominent in there. The candied lemon slice. It's nice and edible. The rind is soft. And saucy. It's a wrap. Cheers.